It doesn't take much for collage papers to get chaotic and messy and overwhelming. And this is a problem if it slows down your art process or prevents you from doing it completely. This is how I organize my collage papers. Since I use magazine papers, I can't just organize them by color. As you see, here I wanted to use yellow. Later I might want to use blue, green, or gray. What I do instead is I have 2 crates that hold papers that I have cut out of the magazine but haven't cut into it all, so they're just whole complete papers, and 1 of various scraps and papers that I have cut into and are now on some level of being a scrap. The other system I use is for projects that are in process and I haven't finished, but I can't leave out the papers for whatever reason. I use trays that hold the different papers for each specific project. So 1 tray is for 1 project. This is especially helpful when I'm working on one collage, but I'm finding papers that I want to use for a different idea. So I have a place that I can quickly and easily store them for when I'm ready to do that. Or when I am partway through a collage, but for some reason I can't leave it out. I need a place to keep everything organized so I don't lose pieces of that collage. These trays, I just find them really cheap at Goodwill. So very helpful and inexpensive. The clear containers I have are stamp containers that my friend didn't, for whatever reason, doesn't have the stamps anymore, but still had the containers and offered me some. So I grabbed them for this purpose. Be creative in where you can find organization stuff. Like, you don't have to go buy containers from stores, or new containers at least. You can get some from Goodwill or repurpose something. I think it's a good way to do it. I have a box of shapes that I have cut for collages but didn't end up using them for the collage. So they're not scraps in that, they're like willy-nilly wonky shapes. They're completed shapes that I would use as is, that don't need more cutting. So those I have a little box of that I store. Someone that does maybe surrealist collages where they maybe have cut out lots of objects might need a bigger box for that kind of thing. That'd be a totally different organizing system, so because it's a different content. But anyway, not what we're talking about here. Oh, but Bridget, what is that crazy mess behind you? The other thing, the 4th thing that I do is to allow chaos on my desk. Recently, I found it to be very helpful to not clean off my desk and not organize some of my collage papers. I've been leaving the papers as is. When I finish the collage I'm working on, I don't tidy up or organize or clean up the table at all. I just leave it there. One of the reasons this is helpful is because the scraps of one collage become, a focal point or part of the next collage. This might work well right now because I'm doing collages that are of a similar size and format. Maybe it wouldn't work as well if I'm doing larger things or different size things, but for now it's very helpful to just leave all the papers I've been recently using on my table. I used to feel like I needed to clean off my desk and have like a fresh start, but I find the other advantage of having it covered in collage papers is it tends not to collect other clutter, like stacks of books or other work I'm doing, which I would not be able, then I'd have to really clean off the desk to be able to start working on a collage. Where this, it's like a shield that protects it from other clutter that would take away from making a collage. So those are 2 benefits of it actually being a little chaos is good. I hope this was helpful for you if you also use magazine papers in your collages. I'd be curious to hear how other people organize their collage papers, whether they are magazine papers or not. And thanks for watching. Bye!